Hi, I'm Miles Rice. I'm here in Solvang, California. It's January of 2017, and in this short video, I'm going to be telling you my beginnings, my achievements, and my intentions. I was born in 2003 in Santa Barbara. After being alive for 2 years, my brother Mason was born in 2005, and after this, started going into school at the family school, and I was raised there for 5 years. I met a lot of my lifelong friends there, and they helped me along in the future with many things. Sixth grade to seventh grade, I attended Dunn Middle School, which they have a very good school there, but academically, it wasn't what I was looking for towards my eighth grade year. So I actually moved out of that school, and I am now in homeschool, and I do part time at a real school called Christian Academy. They have a great academic program, but it will never be the friendships that I've made at family school, and a lot of my friends from family school continued to Dunn, and yeah, that's that. So, a lot of my life and the way I've formed as a human has resulted from the friendships I've made. And I have a lot of values, such as family and education, but friends was definitely a very important part of my life. And so, I'm going to go over the specific friends that have taught me specific things that have helped me out in my past and have helped me be who I am. So my friend Quincy, I've known her since the beginning. She introduced me to the passion for doing great things, and she was in a dance performance once, and it really showed me how people can really blossom if they work hard at it. But my friend Max, he taught me value and hard work in sports and life, and to just seize opportunities because he always persevered when no one else would in a game or something of baseball, and that really has helped me in life a lot. My friend Carlo, he is also somebody I interned with. I interned at a bakery with him, and that was good. And I learned about business and just customer service, really. My friend Jackson, he has had a love for lizards since he was very young, almost two. One year, his birthday, we went to the Mojave Desert. He was telling us about these lizards they're called chuckwallas, and they're these huge things that they're the biggest lizard in the wild in the Mojave that we were hoping to at least see one. And the first year we did see one, and it was somewhat hibernating, and it was he really wanted to catch it, and we had to go eventually. So then that taught me a love for nature, which that was the important part of that lesson. Um, I met this guy named Jaden on Einstein Day, and he's a character, and he taught me how to horseback ride. A very tragic event happened that definitely taught me something was his grandfather actually died completely out of the blue, and that was very rough for him, and he's still kind of struggling through it. But it was strange. It was very strange for me because I still have very recent memories with him being perfectly fine and just living up his life, and he just died suddenly, and it kind of like rocked the world for everybody knowing Jaden for quite a while. So I have a friend named Andreas, and he taught me that it is good to be optimistic, and he also taught me how to be logical about thinking, and that's just kind of he's very ironic and contradictory with his. He's a pessimist, but he's also a very logical thinker. We actually went to a digital media camp at Stanford for 2 weeks together and lived in very close quarters, and it was very intense. Now I'm going to list some of my most memorable experiences. Recently, I actually built my own desktop computer. I use it very commonly for school. It's very powerful, so it's also my gaming computer, and this was one of my proudest accomplishments. It was really foreign going into this because all I had was just research, which I did do a lot of, and that's why it ended up working out in the end. My second most memorable, or just another one, was probably me taking aviation slash ground school from my grandfather, and he's a pilot. Another memorable moment was not specifically just one, but sports in general, like baseball, biking, skiing, hiking, and tennis. Um, I've had a lot of specifically memorable things. In baseball, I hit the winning hit of our season, which that was very much of a good moment for me. I remember it constantly. A lot of my family just remembers that day. It was good. I love to bike, and I did the piece of cake bike ride at Dunn School in sixth grade, and that is a 45-mile bike ride, and that is definitely quite a distance on a bike. Um, the last one here is I did a digital cinema camp at Stanford for 2 weeks, and we wrote, produced, and edited 3 to 5 minute shorts, 2 3 to 5 minute shorts with like lighting equipment, these very expensive and great cameras and computers. That was a great experience, and I actually do want to learn photography, and that will be coming up in the next section here. This segment is about my intentions at Thacher and why I want to go there and kind of my goals and my drive. So basically, I really want a good learning environment in a school. That's why I really like their roundtable system where everybody, like, you can see everyone. Obviously, this allows for a very friendly environment, and having a small class with the roundtable, that just seems like you have a very well known group of people that you're learning with, and I think that's important compared to being at a giant public school and knowing just your friends who are sitting next to you. And I think that the utilities at Thatcher are very, very good. And there's something like 9 tennis courts. Some of them are off the edge of a giant cliff, and you can just see the perfect hills. And that's might be my favorite part of the campus. I love the gym. I love the theater. Not that I'm specifically going to be in theater, but it's just something very interesting. I like architecture of things. Um, I really like the buildings. I like just the beauty of the campus, uh, and a lot of that it helps with good activities. That Thatcher I know has a lot of like you have your own horse, and I'm pretty sure that most there's no other schools like that. It's good for parental skills because you're taking care of a living, breathing being, and I think that's great. And I think that they're hiking, they do a lot of hiking and take a lot of trips, and I really like that because I definitely like nature. I think my goals overall when going there would be to find my drive, and a lot of kids know what they want to do and they're all planned out and stuff, but I don't think that's necessarily my plan, is to know what I'm going to do and just follow that. I think it's important to find your goal and be help to find a reason for that goal, and know that that's what you're gonna do, and that's what I'm gonna do, and I think that'll help me get into a good university because I'll really know what I want to do and all that. That's actually my goal, is to get into a great university as well. I really want to learn photography and videography more than I already know it. That is something that I would really uh, hope that I'm able to learn. Um, and and I'd really like to have a good high school experience, and make new friends, make good friends. And I think Thacher would be a great place to find those people, and especially make it especially easy to bond with them, being that I'm practically living with them, or in most cases. Um, so that was my video about me and my past, and why I want to go to Thacher, and the real motive behind this whole thing. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope to be accepted. I hope to be accepted a lot. Thank you.